Uriah Duffy, and I'm here at MESA Boogie to talk about the next exciting amp in the evolution of the Subway bass amp series, the TT-800. What they've done here is bring in one of the classic amps from yesteryear, the B400. The B400 was a big, heavy, amazing sounding bass amp powered with lots of tubes. Well, they've taken that tone stack circuitry and put it here in channel 1. You can switch between that channel and the Subway channel, which we're used to from the past few years here. With the TT-800, you can get a rich, blooming tube character with the Boogie Channel. You can then switch to the Subway channel for a more modern tone, enhanced tightness in your bottom end, and crystal clean highs. What really sets the TT-800 apart is the classic tone stack architecture in the Boogie channel. This is going to give you all the great tones that we're used to hearing on albums from the past. The EQ, they're not set at specific points, however, they interact with each other in a way that's more organic, giving you a warmer, fuller, more bloomy sound. The Subway amp channel that we've come to love over the past few years has received an upgrade as well, with the tube driving the front end of it. On the front are 4 toggle switches. The first one is to mute your bass while the signal still goes through to the tuner output. The high gain, low gain switch allows you to reconfigure the input gain stage being fed to the tubes. The lower gain setting is going to give you a clearer sound, whereas the high gain setting is going to drive the tube, which is especially great in the Boogie channel. The next 2 switches are the deep and bright switches. You may find yourself in gigging situations where the room is too boomy, where you would choose to turn the deep switch off. Or if you needed a little more bottom in your tone, perhaps a reggae bass player or something where you need big bottom, you turn the deep switch on. The bright switch will add a little sparkle and sheen to your tone, which is especially useful for advanced techniques, slapping, tapping, and such. Both channels feed a powerful 800-watt Class D power section, which now has a control for asymmetrical or symmetrical clipping. The overdrive symmetry control allows you to control the clip characteristics of your sound in the power section of the amp. The symmetrical side will give you a tighter, drier feel in your overdriven sound. The asymmetrical side will give you a warmer, bloomier sound. Moving around to the back panel, the TT-800 is fan-cooled. The speaker outputs are speak-on, and you can set the impedance with the switch from 2 to 4 to 8 ohms, which will accommodate any speaker array that you have. There's a headphone jack for monitoring, and a foot switch, which is optional, which can mute your signal or switch your channel. One of my favorite features about this amp, besides being able to switch between the Boogie channel and the Subway channel, is that each of these channels has its own effects loop on the back. It can act as a patch point. Say if you wanted to put in a different preamp, you could do that and substitute one of these for it. It'll still be switchable and sendable to the power amp. The tuner output always has a signal going out to the tuner, and the auxiliary in is for rehearsing with MP3s or any other source. The comprehensive direct out section has 2 XLR jacks out, one that gives your pre-EQ signal to the house, and a post-EQ signal comes through the other one, which is useful for giving to a monitor engineer. That way your band can hear all your stage sound in their mix. Each XLR output can be set to line level or mic level, and each has a ground lift on it as well. The TT-800 is the flagship model of the Subway series from Mesa Boogie. It includes everything you'd expect from the Subway amp, but brings back the classic warm tube tones of the Bass 400 and includes them all in one small lightweight package.